Hello everyone, this is Robert again, coming at you with another video. Today's video is going to be pocket survival saws. Now this first saw, the package is so old it's ripped. It's a Varco survival wire saw. It was made in the USA. I found it online, but I don't think they sell these anymore. I don't even think this company's, if this company is still around, I don't think they're making wire saws anymore. Then I had the pocket chainsaw. It's not the chainsaw blade that you would use to cut down a big tree on a motorized chainsaw. It's a handheld chainsaw. But this is a very good saw. I've used this one plenty of times. I've used this Varco a few times for smaller saplings. This is a wire saw. You see all the little teeth on it. It will bite into the wood, as I'll show you. It's a very good saw. I'm not too sure about these links. These could snap if you put too much pressure on them, but it's a pretty heavy-duty saw, in my opinion. It's a lot better than those Walmart saws. Those Walmart wire saws, I looked at them. I would not get them even if they sold them for $1. It's not worth the dollar. Then I had the pocket chainsaw with the two little hooks, and I made my own straps for them. They had the this one had the handles, but I didn't like the handles. I'd rather have the straps so I can put them in my little case that I made for them. Now let me move the camera down so you can see the log I'm going to cut. Now most people would figure they take the wire saw, they cut like this, they start cutting like this, and it's binding. Pretty much the reason why it's binding, I'll take these two little sticks that I cut for the handles for the wire saw. The reason why it's probably binding is you're cutting from underneath, it's hanging, you're over here, it's hanging over this way. So you're cutting it, it's closing, and it's binding the saw. Now if you have it on the log like this, and you cut over here, and step back where you're cutting from, then let's say this part is going to be on that log. When you're cutting, you're stepping on this part. You're cutting, it's opening up because you're putting pressure on it. It's holding on this log, and it's not binding. It's opening up. That's my theory of it. Not many people really show that what their theory is for why it always binds. They're cutting it and they're saying, oh, it binds too much. Well, that's probably the reason, because you're cutting and it's sawing on its own accord. Unless you have a bow saw, you're cutting on the top and you're just letting it fall off. So it's not going to be binding. But if you're cutting with a bow saw and it's leaning, it's just going to close up on the saw. So I'll cut this dead branch and we'll see how both of them go. First, I'm going to use the wire saw. We'll see how this goes on this. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother trying with this wire saw. Maybe it's good for like small branches, or maybe if you can mostly everything's dead around here, and everything's dead or alive over here. I'm not really in a survival situation, so I'm not gonna be cutting down some sapling to make a bow saw out of this. But I guess I guess the way you need to use these wire saws is have it as straight as possible. Because even if it's like looped, it's still gonna bind. Yeah, still binding a little bit. Well, by the time you get cut through that much, you just take it, stand on it, and it'll break. I mean, in a survival situation, if this is all you had, just make a bow saw out of it and just take your time. Now, I'm going to use my pocket chainsaw. I know this will cut through this, because this was the trunk of a tree that was split by the wind, heavy winds. So I already cut this pretty much down to size anyways. One thing is, you always gotta make sure you don't lose these key rings, because they come off pretty easy if you don't have them in these little eye holes good enough. You always have to put tension on this too. It's a little difficult, but once you get it on, it's nice and tight. Now let's see how this does. We're cutting through this log. Cut through it pretty good. Now I'll cut a thicker part of the log. Keeps walking. this is a workout. I mean, in a survival situation, make sure you have food, water, before you even use this. Probably mainly water, especially if it's hot out. Like right now it's kind of cool out, so it's not that bad. But it is a workout. I'm not too sure if you can get this into a bow saw. Maybe if you have a big enough bendable branch or something, I mean. But this is a workout. But it does cut. Cut very nice. Nice smooth cut. And comes in this little tin, so it's fit right in your pocket or right in a pouch if you have straps like I do. If not, you can just cut a piece of branch, probably a little bit smaller diameter than this, and about this big, and use those for the handles inside the key ring hooks, just so you won't hurt your fingers. See, I'm wearing gloves anyways, even if I had the straps or the handles. Always wear gloves and you won't mess up your hands. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I mean, I know I want to explain how when you're cutting from the bottom and it's overhanging, it's closing on itself, and pretty much that's why it binds the saws. Probably even if you're using a chainsaw going from the bottom, it's just going to close up on itself and clog stop the chainsaw blade or something. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video. See you later.